Hello, I'm itechhelperful, and today I'm going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the iPod Touch 4th generation and the iPod Touch 3rd generation. Let me just move the camera for a second. So here's the 3rd generation, as you can see, and here's the 4th generation. Okay, the first thing you'll notice when you see them is, I'm just going to do a side-by-side, is the thinness. The iPod Touch 4th generation is quite a bit thinner than the 4th generation. Also, another thing, on the 4th generation, the little home button or lock button is there, where on the 3rd generation it is just there. Okay. Also, when you see, the screen is slightly lighter on the iPod Touch 3rd generation than the 4th generation. Also, the volume rockers are separate, where on the 3rd generation they're together. Also, on the back, instead of this like Wi-Fi connector, there is a camera, HD camcording and 720 megapixels of photography. Everything on the front is same. The home button there. But the only difference is that there is a camera. Also, I don't know, but I think the screen is slightly wider on the 4th generation than the 3rd generation. Okay. Also, this 4th generation has this Retina display, which is beautiful, and this 3rd generation doesn't. Okay, so I'm just going to turn them on, and I've got the same picture on both. So 4th generation on my right and 3rd generation on your left. So there we go. And first thing you notice is that the 4th generation is much clearer with the picture. But yeah. So now let's do a speed test. So if I just put the camera down, I'm gonna unlock them both at the same time, and I'm just gonna do the password. There we go. Okay, so if I both do this, let's run a speed test on Doodle Jump. Okay, so I'm gonna click Doodle Jump at the same time, and the 4th generation has loaded much quicker than the 3rd generation, as you can see. Okay, let's do the internet browsing. Oh yeah, also on the 4th generation there is a thing called multitasking, where basically you double tap down here and you can switch between apps that you want to switch between, I guess. When the 3rd generation, there is no multitasking. It just isn't. I'm just gonna basically go onto settings quickly, and turn down the brightness so you can see this one much better. And in fact, I'm gonna do that for the 4th generation as well. There we go. So turn off the brightness off. Okay, so now I'm gonna go for another speed test for Safari. So if I click Safari at the same time, I'll just get rid of that down at multitasking, which you cannot do on the 3rd generation once again. So let's see which one loads quicker. Oh, and the 3rd generation has taken that just by a snag. I don't know why, but I reckon it's because my internet connection is right next to it. Literally right next to it. Okay, also another thing, you can change the backgrounds on the 4th generation, or on the 3rd generation that is not possible. But Josh can, my friend here can. Yeah. unless you have jailbreak, I guess, but this one is not jailbroken. Where this one is not either. So yeah, that is a cool feature. Yeah, also another thing I've just realised is that on the bottom of the 4th generation, as you can see, there's a speaker, where on the 3rd generation the speaker is there, so it isn't as loud. So if I just go onto music and let me put something like this. Just put this on. And you can really hear that crisp sound with this. Where when I play the 3rd generation, it's a lot less quiet, and this is on full volume. So yeah, they both have YouTube, they both have photos, they both have Game Center, they both have Nike iPod. So yeah, they're pretty much the same program-wise, although I'm running on the firmware of the newest, which is 1.5 or 5.0. Tell me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. And then Josh is, well, the 3G is running on firmware 4.3. So this one is a lot much updated, and this one isn't. Because this is the newest iPod. Also, another thing I've noticed is that there is this silver lining around the actual iPod, where on this one there isn't really that silver lining, because this screen is slightly raised up, if you can just see that there on the camera, where this one is lower down, so you can just see that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe, and shout out to my friend Josh, who has lent me his iPod Touch 3G so I can do this video especially. Thank you for watching, rate and subscribe, and please do thumbs up for Josh. Goodbye.